One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Carr throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Handoff again. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Young. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
2nd and long here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just...
And he's in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Again, it's Brown. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Mensah turns it upfield. At the 40, there he goes. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Caught, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this defense has had an elite first half. Kept them off the scoreboard. They put a drive together right before the half. Talk about some momentum. Hold them to a field goal here on this third down. Don't let them get a touchdown. They've played so well this first half.
Out wide left, it's Fletcher. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
They want to run this quarterback. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Running to the left. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Gets the back moving. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He will be stopped. Couldn't turn the corner, and the defense makes the play.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Lofton. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. On the move. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. of the field looking to put together a drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Takes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Lofton. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Going with the counter play here. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on fourth down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big fourth down play.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Here's Mensah to throw. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Tough run here. It's Williams. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Throws it deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Carr. Left side, it's Danzy. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving to his left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Took it all the way back to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Coming out with it, it's Porter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's open on the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Flanagan. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Carr on play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Here in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. And he feels the heat coming in, it burns him up. Another sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Brown. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, put you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Caught on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Still looking. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. We got to clean up everything. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Mensah. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they decide to trot out the kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, getting the yardage.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Hits inside. It's Dickey. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up and throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him up.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
They'll go to the counter. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Dickey.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Snags it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups. And what I find when my guys...
He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Sticky. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in the...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires to the right. He's got it. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and long right here. He'll set up to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss.
It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, pressure's coming. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
2nd and long here. They want to throw it. Looking long. Goes high to pull it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Out wide right, it's Simmons. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Mensah. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Fires downfield.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Throwing, Mensah. Time to take a shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting out the field. Just
big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
Man, it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Makes a catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Canes! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They march 78 yards down the field, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quick give. It's Dickey. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. Taken down. 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. The Canes ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking outside, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Marshall. Runs through a tackle. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win it.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Under pressure. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Got the first out. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Here's Mensah to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. They're facing a third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. There he goes. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Past the 30. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the return, it's Lyle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They're all over it. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Out wide left, it's Lofton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Mensah. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. They'll need a bunch on second down. They knock him down right there.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Left side is Lofton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricanes! On to attempt the try. Oh, how could that happen?